How about now? Is that better? Okay, I don't know why it was the webcam or whatever. So it's not. Is it audio sounds okay? Not doubling or anything? Because I got both of these on an OBS. Cool. All right, let me share it to the Facebooks. It says you're live. Yeah, I know. I gotta get a. I gotta get. This is what I've got here. I was thought about hooking this up. That probably would sound better. All right, let me hook it up then. Hang on. All right. Whoop. Now I got to change the source. Hang on. Settings. Legit drops the mic. Audio. Hey, there we go. Meteor mic. Hi. How's that? Does that sound any better? Thanks. Sick. All right. Let me post this. Here we go. I posted. Let me tweet it also. I'm going to tweet it on my tweeter. Okay, now let's do this. All right, so I'm going to do the MP40. I haven't done it yet. I just unlocked it, so that's interesting. My mouse seems to be running a little slower than normal. I don't know if there's something I need to do to fix that. You all know me. I have like 4,000 windows open. Well, that's a little better. I closed Facebook. Now we're good. All right, so if you don't know World of Guns, I've been playing this. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. And as a firearms manufacturer, gunsmith, this game is awesome. I've learned so much about guns that I had no idea about. Learned about guns that I did know that I'd never taken down that far. So as with every gun, we start with the field strip. So let's head into field strip. So basically, it allows us to do orbit around, and the basic field strip walks you through your initial field strip. So we're going to click there. Doesn't sound like... oh, I know why. Hang on. All my audio is going through the little meteor thing. So... I'm going to turn it back to that, and now maybe you can hear the sounds. There we go. So we click the arrows and just follow along. And that's it for the MP40. Now reassemble. Hopefully I was paying attention to the way it went together. Oh, what am I missing? Go back on. What did I do wrong? Oh, it's that to that. Didn't do anything wrong. And Magba goes back in. And we're done with field strip. The door is shut. All right, so next we get to go to disassembly. This will be the full takedown. So up in the upper right hand corner up here, you can see there's 77 total parts, and it'll walk you through the disassembly now. All right, and it flashes what you can do next, so we can actually take the mag fully apart here too. Take that off, same as field strip so far, right? Pull that guy out, pull our bolt out, but now we can go in that much more depth to be able to do this. So we can click over here, pull that pin, pull that out. Gotta take that little cap off, pull that mainspring out, and pull the tube apart. There we go. Still going, can zoom way in, pull the extractor out, pull the handle off. All right, and that part's done. We got flashies up here, so let's take the sight off. Gonna take that button out. All right, keep rotating around. What else we got? We gotta take our barrel off. So we're gonna take that out, and now the barrel can come off. And take our thread protector off. Take our front sight base off. What else we got? No, it's moving a little bit slow for me. So we'll pull that guy out. I'm wondering if it's because I'm running the NVIDIA encoder that the two are fighting for 3D stuff right now, but it is what it is. I wonder if I minimize OBS, maybe? Oh yeah, that's a little bit better, but now I can't see my mixer chat window. So maybe if I just bring it to the bottom, and it's not being displayed. I don't, it's hooked up to another TV. Or it's hooked up to the Raspberry Pi. Take these screws off. You can detach the mixer chat window. How do I do that? Chat list, create poll. No idea. Take our trigger out. Take the rest of the trigger apart. All right, got 3 parts left. Gotta see. Yeah, it's already off of OBS. It's its own window, but it's, if I minimize OBS, it also goes away. 1, 2, 3. We're done. Cool. All right, so let's put it back together. I completely forgot how it goes back together, so. I believe that. And that. And maybe nope. I can put the barrel back together a little bit. Barrel can go on now. There we go. Put that back together. Maybe work on this tube over here. Put that tube in. Put our big spring in. Put our little spring in. What am I missing? Oh, probably got to put the bolt back together. Oh, that's why. Now that can go on there. Alright, while I'm over here, I'll put the mag back together. And put the trigger back together. Put the trigger back in. that. That piece over there can go on. That's all one piece, so that most likely get that back on. Get our grips on. Put that back together. Now put our stock on. Put our sight back together. Whatever the hell that is. Put our bolt in. Put the spring assembly. Put the bottom back on. And put the mag on. There we go. That's fine, and I just put the window at the bottom so I couldn't see it. Alright, now we can go to operation. So in the upper left here, we got tasks to complete. Auto fire, fire until empty, reload, fold stock, suppressor, sight, safety, x-ray, and slow-mo. That's so relaxing. Oh, we're out. Let's reload. Alright, there's our safety. These fire with a closed bolt here. Put a suppressor on the end. Maybe fold our stock up. And the x-ray is really cool. Where you see the inside, you can keep going through. It shows you different parts. My favorite's the cutaway. Oh, this one doesn't have a cutaway. So let's do it with the x-ray on. Maybe like here. And then we'll turn on slow-mo. Maybe like a slow times 10. And we'll push the trigger. Pretty cool. You can watch how it's... basically, the way these work are... You have the sear here that's catching it. And when you release it, it slams forward, fires the bullet, and just keeps cycling like that. Alright, so now the hard part. Now you get into the games and you want to unlock all these achievements and stuff. So, and this is where I'll start yelling at the screen and getting super frustrated because everything is timed now. And you don't want to mess it up. So I use the spacebar actually to activate instead of clicking the arrow because it becomes a little bit faster that way. And if you fuck it up once, you don't get the sniper achievement. And if anybody knows me, I'm super anal when it comes to say, fuck, god damn it. We'll just keep going for now. I won't even let you take off the freaking whatchamacallit, the thread protector without having the barrel off. That makes no sense to me. There's a lot of weird quirks to me in this game because, you know, I would disassemble something a little bit differently than maybe somebody else. So with all that out, we can pull the barrel off, right? Nope, maybe not. What am I missing? I pulled everything out of there. Oh, duh. That little piece underneath. So usually I end up doing these a couple times just to be able to do them. But I want to walk you guys through the other different modes as well because they're pretty cool. So pull that ring off, pull that off, pull that off. All right, let's work on this. So we're going to take the stock off first. Got that. Take our bottom piece off. Take our grips off. Oh, we got to take that guy out first. Then take our shell off or whatever you want to call it. Then we could take the trigger out. And take the trigger the rest of the way apart. And we're done. So 3 minutes. Now we put it back together. Trigger, basically work yourself backwards. To get good is to really figure out it's, to me, it's almost like a memory game. You have to basically remember where everything went and do it in the reverse order. And I do it so hopefully I don't have to move the screen around a lot, because when you start moving the screen around a lot, that's actually what ends up being the slowest part of it. Alright, so put that tube back in, then our big spring, then our little spring, then that cap, close that guy up, put that back. Oh, nope, not yet. Gotta put that in first. What else? Oh, duh, bolt. Done that. Done that. Done that. All done. Cool. So super game. Super game's pretty cool also. So super game will activate with the spacebar as well. But they give you these little wheels, and you got to hit the spacebar again to time what's called in the acceleration. So and if you hit the acceleration just right, and in order to get to certain achievements for this, you have to nail 75% of the and you can't activate the wrong part in this, so you got to restart. So this can be frustrating. I mean, I've spent loads of time just trying to do this. Yeah, basically, don't fuck up. And this is where your brain starts to hurt, because you're like, fuck, I knew I did that. Do I do all the ones that I remember how to do first? Or do I do, do I try and do it in the correct order? Oh, so far so good. Alright. Now, that does not seem correct. Oh, I guess so. Missed it. Oh, I know what I messed up. It was that little fucking... All it takes is, one click, and especially on the next mode. The next mode, hardcore, is even crazier. Done. Surprised nobody has come into my office here and been like, fuck are you doing? Like, do what I want. That's right. Alright, so we got our bottom half. Put our bolt back together while we're here. Come over, put this mess back together. Big spring first. Little spring. Sheath. And the ends. There we go. Alright, let's come up to here. Put our barrel back. Got that on. Slide that guy on. Ah, missed it. Put that on. Put our barrel back. Put that little rod so the barrel stays in the place. Our mag release. Sight that I forgot to put back together. Looking good. Bolt goes in. Recoil system. Bottom. And mag. Not bad. So now it'll tell me what I got. Lightning fast, blah, blah, blah. Daily place 5th. Pretty close to top 3. Alright, hardcore is cool too. Hardcore now is, in order to unlock the achievement, you got to get sniper, which means no mess ups. You click once and it automatically starts doing it. So, but you also have this counter up in the left here, 0 out of 1. You actually, in order to get the achievement, need to have 3 different parts moving at the same time. So I usually pick slow ones. So 1, 2, 3. And there, I got it. And that's how you can get some really, really fast times on here, because as long as the parts aren't necessarily interacting with each other, you can work on multiple things at once. And part of that has to do with whether or not, that's why you can work on 2 halves of a firearm at once in this while this is going on. So get out of there, get out of there, pull my bolt apart, pull the extractor out at the same time, pull that big old spring, get out. Alright, take that off. While I'm taking that off, I'm gonna click that little roll pin so I don't forget about that. And I can take the little barrel attachment guy out, take my trigger out, take my barrel off, and while they're moving, I can do like those 2 at the same time. Thread cap, take that off. Alright, so 3 parts left. What did I miss? So, oh, duh. That always happens right at the end. 1, 2, 3. And so since I already got the 3 for the hardcore, now I just need to put it back together and hopefully maintain the sniper part of it. So that's going, put the trigger in, come over here, put the bolt back together, put that guy in there, big spring, little spring, shroud, end cap, slide back over here. Put that on while that's doing that, and that, and that, and that. Do my grips. And I'll put the bolt back in, put the grip on, put that tube in, put the stock on. Looking pretty good. And done. Cool. Sniper, got hardcore, expert. I wasn't really going that fast. So usually the times I try and get, if you pull up the high scores, it'll pull up the high scores for here. So normal game has 3 minutes and 41 seconds. So let's try a power run now that I've run through most of it a couple times here. So Let's see if I can smoke this. And now in this, you can't activate multiple stuff at the same time, so that becomes an issue. But the activations move a lot faster. There we go. Moving along. Just move at a, you know, decent steady pace here. And the sniper achievement, it definitely helps with your time. For some reason, they must take it into account when they're doing it. 4 parts left. What did I forget? This is where I always end up losing time. Shit. Oh, the site. So I forget what that dude's time was, but I don't know if I can beat the top time yet. But we'll see. We'll give it a try. Oh, see, I just fucked it up. Let's start over. I'm going to do that site right now so I don't forget it. It's almost more about being methodical and having your mouse right over the next thing to be ready for it. And like I said, moving the screen around definitely wastes time. So I try to hit as much as I can from the same spot. So this view should be good to get most of this off. $207. Not too bad, I guess. Let's see if I can get as much done as I can right from this angle. Big spring, little spring, cover, do that one, bolt together. See, clicked the wrong thing, and I was just trying to move around. I'll get it. I'll get a good run, at least to get top 3. That would be the goal. I think it depends when you do it, time of day also. It's got to. So I just lost the Serenity because I tried to. I lost the other one. Let's do it over. True. See, the problem is I don't like that it doesn't even let you click when you know you made a mistake, but I don't hit the activate button. That's what it irritates me. But whatever, I didn't write the game. Maybe I should have. let's do as much as we can from this side. .203, not bad. I do like that they start you off literally right where you were, to be able to put it back together. So that's pretty handy. There's a lot of shit in the screen right now. Get back in there, Trigger. All right. What do we got? We got tube, big spring, little spring, cover, and end. Do the mag while I'm here. Do the extractor. Do that top sight. Get that thing back in there. Go to the other side now. Do that. I put the trigger in so that can go on. Now that little guy. Put my grips on. Put the mag release back. Put that back. Put those on. Put the bolt in. Put that tube in. Put that on. There we go. That was a good run. Not quite his time, but 4:11. I got time 2 and top 3, third place. Cool. Timed 1, time 2, gamer, experts. That was a good run. All right. That was definitely a good run. So you can see, I'll show you some of the stuff that I've unlocked so far. The Liberator, some of the fun ones, 1911, Beretta 92, HK MP5. That was helpful because I own one. 3 of them, actually. Uzi was fun. I don't own one of those yet, but I want one. 870 was a total pain in the ass. But it was good to know, obviously. So I also just recently unlocked the Thompson. Jericho, that's a pistol, Walther PP, Colt Walker. This is the one I've been waiting for. This will be fun. So I've got enough for it. It's actually only 6,000, so let's unlock it. And maybe we'll do that one on our next stream. We'll do the Desert Eagle on the next one. And I used to own like 3 of those. Sold them all, but I have another one on order, so that'll be fun. Maybe we could do, I don't know how Mixer likes it, but if I could do the game and then do the actual disassembly in person with the real gun, would actually be quite fun, quite different. So the other cool thing, you can do these quizzes. These quizzes show you like the picture of a gun. Like I don't even know what the fuck this is. It's not a Bren. I don't think it's an MP40. It's not an M1 Garand. It's not a Lewis. Maybe it's this AT Boys. Yep, I guess it is. That is a SIG. This guy, that is going to be the Bren with the weird mag on top. What the fuck is that? It's not an LCR, not the Liberator. Protector pump. Nope. NRS too. What the fuck is that? Okay. All right, so you can do those every half hour, which are kind of fun. And then you can hit your score and you can kind of see where you're at. So I unlock one more model and I go up in a rank. Shows what my place is, 25,000th place, and I've done a lot. I've got, let's see, revealed 19 models. I've probably done 16 of them, and I've only progressed through 5.5%. So that's crazy. All right, I'm gonna end the stream here, and I'm gonna try and do these maybe one gun a day during the week, since I have it on my big screen here at work. And maybe we'll move into actually showing some of the real guns as well. I gotta check the terms of service on that. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.